What's up, guys? Welcome back. Amazing RC. It's your boy Brian, and today, super excited to bring this video to you. Today, we're going to go over a bunch of stuff that I just got banggood.com. Well, I got half of it in the other day. I got some scale goodies. I got some stuff for Gary's build. Speaking of Gary's build, I've been waiting on this particular shipment from Banggood for quite some time. This actually took a while. This took 5 weeks. Now, everything usually gets to me between 2 weeks and 3.5, 4 weeks. This took 5 weeks. Not sure why. I did get it. When I bought the first set of wheels, which are actually on Gary's build right now, they took, I think, 3 weeks. They came by themselves. This order came with this ESC as well, which I'll talk about in just a moment. I'm thinking that because I added them maybe together, that it's why they took forever. I'm not sure, but I did get them, so now I can get back on Gary's build. Gary's actually done with his truck that he's got going for me. So we got to get back on this and get it headed on down his way so we can do our cool little trade. Now, super excited to get these. These are super high quality. Gary already knows he's getting these on the truck, so I can go ahead and pull these out and show them to you guys. I ordered one set exactly like this, and they're installed now. This set has just arrived, and this is what you get. You basically get your rims for your rear dualies, and then you get 2 more rims for your single fronts. Now, what this set is for a rear dually 4-wheel drive vehicle. So it would be 2 rims, 2 tires in the back, 1 rim, 1 tire in the front. The reason why I got this way is because what it gave me was 2 sets of dualies in the back, 1 single up front. So here's my other set of dualies in the back and 1 single up front. But then it gave me an extra rim and tire. And I know I talked about this in a previous video, but that extra rim and tire goes for the spare on the side of the truck. Now, it gives me another extra rim and tire in case I want to do 2 spares or something else. Now, one of the things, since we're talking about Gary's build, one of the things I noticed was the footprint on this truck. If you look down the line of the truck, you notice we have 1 wheel here and a set in the rear. Well, these stick out quite a bit. I noticed on trucks out on the road, this front wheel, even though it's only 1 front wheel, will usually be perfectly in line with the rear set. So I'm thinking of possibly doing a set of dualies up front, but not putting a tire on the inner rim. Look out for that video coming very soon. I think what that's going to do is give me the wider stance up front. We just got to test the steering and see if it's affected in any way adversely. So got videos coming up for this very soon. We're going to go ahead and get the cab painted, get all of our extra stuff done. So we've got this for Gary's build. The other thing I've got for Gary's build that came from Banggood is this ESC. This is a 20 amp ESC. This is what you get. You don't get any instructions, nothing at all. The reason I got this is because most of your ESCs are big giant ESCs. If you want to run like a transmit or something that you would do normally in like a 1/10 scale car. This is the ESC / receiver that actually comes out of the 6-wheel drive E-Chains. This has a receiver attached inside of it, and I don't like that. It doesn't give you much of a way to upgrade it at all. So I went with this ESC here, 20 amp ESC. It's going to allow me to run that rugged little motor and transmission on there that I've got upgraded to it. And if you notice, it's on just a chipset. So here's the chipset, but instead of having everything all integrated to it, here's my line to my receiver. So I'm going to have that go into my Dumbo RC X4 receiver here, which allows me to use my Dumbo RC X4 transmitter, as well as an on and off switch for my 3rd channel here, which is going to allow me to have lights turn on and off from the transmitter for Gary's build. So again, be on the lookout for that video. It will be very, very soon. The other tethers, of course, you have your battery and your motor, and your on and off switch. I'm very excited to test this out. So very, very excited to use this. This also came from Banggood. I think under $10. This was very inexpensive. So I'm going to have its own personal video for this after we review it, we test it out, and get it running. Speaking of scale items, here's two other items that we got from Banggood. These came extremely lightning fast. I wasn't really paying attention to what warehouse they came from. I'm assuming that almost everything I purchase comes from the China warehouse, just because it's, in most cases for me on this side of the water, less expensive. And the shipping, even though it's 3 times farther away, it's 3 times cheaper. So in this little package, the very first thing I noticed is that it's extremely heavy. And I was very surprised at that. I thought for sure, being I only paid $3-4 for this, that at the very least this chain was going to be extremely cheap. So we've got our scale over here. We're going to take the chain and throw it on here, and we've got 26 grams. It's a very heavy chain, and of course most people are going to put that, you know, on the front of their crawler. So it's a good, cool weight. And another thing that's nice because it's heavy is it's going to flow really well. It's not going to be super duper light and cheap. And I'll tell you, the hooks are also metal, very high quality. Let's get this put together and check it out. Now, I know I just wrapped that on there real quick, but it took me about 2 minutes to get everything screwed together. I got it all wrapped up, don't I? But I tell you, it flows nice. It feels really, really good. I really like it. And again, for under $5, you can't beat that. The last thing I got was this cool fire extinguisher. And I'm not going to tell you where this may go because it's a surprise, but it might go on Gary's truck. There's a fire extinguisher on the E-Maxx 6-wheel drive truck. Now, this one, it didn't matter to me if this was slightly going to be bigger, slightly smaller. It just did not matter to me. I was going to get it regardless because it really looked cool. And I've never bought anything scale like this for any of my trucks, and I thought, well, I mean, I'll throw it on the Komodo, worst case scenario. I love it. I absolutely love it. It weighs nothing, so it's a little plastic, you know, fire extinguisher, but it looks really close to the same size, a hair larger than the one that is on the 6-wheel drive E-Maxx. I may swap these out if I have time, but you get a little clip that is going to bolt on into this thing really close to the same places that the E-Maxx one is, and then this will actually just pop right into the little bracket just like it would and hang there. I'm sold. Again, I think this was just about $5, if not less. Guys, we got a ton of videos coming. As you can see, we've got RC Dale's Wraith here. We're going to paint this thing. I'm going to do a brand new type of paint job on this. I haven't seen anybody else do. You got people that paint the inside of cars where everything's nice and shiny. You got people that paint the outside of cars where it's super, super realistic in scale. I, Brian, am going to paint both on this very Wraith right here. I'm going to paint the entire inside of it to where we're going to get a real nice shiny. It's going to be black, fluorescent green to match the toe links, and just a tiny bit of pearl white. Do some cool graphics on it, and then I'm going to paint matte black on the outside in just a portion of the truck. And I'll tell you right now, if it comes out anything like I've got up here in the old coconut, it's going to blow your mind. Really appreciate all you guys coming and hanging out with me. I'm really sorry I'm not getting quite as many videos out right now. We're currently moving from one building to another as far as work, so I got a ton of stuff going on out there, and I lost half of my weekend. I promise you guys, after this month, it will not be that way. I'm going to get quite a few more videos out. We got Gary's build. We've got Axial Wraith right here for RC Dale. I got, man, guys, a ton of stuff coming from Banggood other than what you just saw today. I will see you guys very, very soon with another really cool video. It's Brian, and this is Amazing RC.